Welcome to the Ages of Rock podcast with your hosts Bill Algie, Dennis Talbot, and Alan Tate. We are three guys who have one thing in common, a love of rock and roll. Our goal is to talk about all things rock. We hope you find this show intriguing, funny, and occasionally highly opinionated. Enjoy!
Hello and welcome to the Ages of Rock podcast, episode 21. Hey, I think we're all legal now, right?
Hey, yeah.
Get your pick up, raise your glasses.
Yeehaw!
Raise your glasses. Woohoo! All right. So we made it to 21, and this week's episode is about guilty pleasures.
Ooh.
And what does that mean? I guess we'll have to find out what that means. Hey, but just so you all are aware, we do have some people that are sending some information back to us, letting us know some things we got right, some things we maybe didn't get so right on some of our previous episodes, and we appreciate the feedback. Just want to let everybody know that we're just three dudes talking about some stuff, and we're not always going to get it right. So
what?
I'm just telling you right now. We're just not. But we appreciate the feedback, and we like getting knowing when we didn't quite hit the mark. So there you go.
But we will make an effort to be right more often.
Oh
than
yeah,
not.
we'll try.
Well, I will. I like to be right.
I'm 50 and I forget shit all the time. That's
like
my wife. She'll tell you.
Yeah, well, you're never right because I've talked to Kelly and that ain't gonna happen. All right, so we got to start this week with some. Okay, I got to get some stuff off my chest this week, right?
Go for it, man.
So I can't believe that Angus Young is gonna hire Axl Rose to do 10 shows in the United States.
But it's not been said yet. I mean, there's everybody, and there's the pictures.
They're rehearsing in Atlanta, and there's pictures, and if that happens, I mean, whether it happens or
it's a mistake.
What a God! That's okay. I'll say it. Here you go, Alan. That's horrible. That's just horrible. I said it's kind of funny because I said something to Noah tonight. I said, "Hey, did you hear who's going to headline those shows for AC/DC?" And he said, "Is that the Judas Priest lead singer guy?" And I said, No. It's gonna.
That would be funny.
It's going to be Axl Rose. And I said, he goes, like Guns N' Roses, Axl Rose? And I said, yeah. And he goes, that's horrible.
Like father, like son.
Oh, boy.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong on this, though.
You're wrong.
Is AC/DC going to be opening up these shows? I heard that he was going to do double duty.
Well,
there's no way he can do double duty singing AC/DC.
One duty.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, I think he's full of duty, and that's part of the problem.
I don't believe it. I honestly don't believe it's not going to happen. I'm telling you. And if it does, it's the stupidest thing that's ever been done.
Well, one thing I wonder about that is, since Axl is notorious for not going on stage until he feels the vibe, how's that going to work with somebody who is as on the mark as the Young brothers, of course, the young cousins now, or the young nephew?
Well, he'll be running around with an SG sticking out of his ass if he waits up too long. He'll be running and go, ah!
I just don't know why you'd pick him.
Why?
Why would you pick him? I don't get it.
There's
He's
actually
got a history of being an absolute dick, so I don't know why you would pick him.
And there's a recording or two of him singing some AC/DC songs, and they're not good. I've heard them on.
Horrible.
They're horrible on there.
Whatever. Okay. There's
so many other people that can fill those shoes, and
I don't want anybody else to fill those shoes. Damn it, at some point, some of these bands have to go, you know what, this band is over.
Well, finish the 10 shows. That's what they're saying.
And let's go move on to something. Well, tell those people if we're going to go out there and we're going to have somebody else sing the lead because we decided to fire our lead singer, and we're going to give the people that don't want to go to the show their money back. And they've not done that yet. They've not told people they could have their money back. They keep telling people, hang on to your tickets. So if they're not going to refund their money, that to me, that's fraudulent.
Yeah, if I had a ticket for AC/DC right now in a future show, I would be pissed. I'd be trying to get my money back. That's bullshit.
That's ridiculous.
I would kind of wait unless of course I had tickets for the first show, but I think I would wait to see how the show went before I would make my decision.
No, that's not what I paid for the money for.
Well, that's a good point, Bill. But for weirdos like me that like to see these mashups. Maybe it's something. Hey, that's a one-off thing. I got to say I was there.
Yeah, mashups
there are going
one
to be
thing,
people
train wrecks another.
There are going to be people that want to see that just because that's going to happen 10 times in America and supposedly never again.
Well, people who pay for the Justin Bieber thing. Did you see that on there where people were standing with the cutout because he says it makes him depressed to hang out with all of his fans before the concert. It makes him feel bad.
To make him poor and not ever get a dime. Whatever.
Seriously.
I've been reading about that. I've been posting stuff on a couple of different pages about the whole Axl Rose thing.
I can't.
And there are people that are posting, Axl's a god. He's a he's not anybody's rock god.
He's a bipolar dude from Indiana is what he is.
Literally, he had, how many records did they make that went anywhere other than Welcome to
Appetite was that was it.
Or Appetite, sorry.
Yeah, they did Appetite.
Well, the Use Your Illusion albums did really well.
Well, yeah, because they were their sophomore. Was that one at the
Lies?
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, so they, really they got three. So they really made 3 albums. That doesn't make them a rock god. That makes they did 3 albums, and then he went whatever. Okay, I'm blabbering.
Yeah.
So what a way to open the show.
Hey, anybody else got anything that need to get off their chest?
Yeah.
No. I've been kind of busy this week, so
I'm looking forward to the concert season coming up, though. Like I said, I've got May 3rd. I'm going to be going to see Five Finger Death Punch, and
I do have something.
Did you get? Oh, anyway. Oh, and then who else was it? Shinedown is with that. Do you ever get tickets for that, Alan?
No, I have to work.
Oh. And I'm
Professor Tater at your service.
And I'm going to be seeing Weird Al with my son, taking him to there. So, and we're all going to see that.
Free.
And then, hey, there you go. And then, of course, we're going to be in July going to see, where are we going? We're going to see Joan Jett, Hart.
And Cheap Trick.
Yeah, and we are, and Bill, I owe you some dough on that one. And I need to get another ticket for Max.
2 people owe me dough.
Yeah.
Okay. No, we all owe you dough. But anyway, we're going to get Max. So I just need to get go on to Ticketmaster and just get another garden ticket. I guess it'll be the same. And,
you say garden?
Garden. Yeah, lawn ticket or whatever the hell it is. So.
Is that like 2 sides of the cone?
Yeah, 2 sides of the cone. You can't turn a cone over though; it's on a point. It'll fall over. So
yeah.
It's like somebody is.
I do have something that I want to bring up.
Country singer that we have.
All right, I'm done. I'm done rambling. But like I said, there's a lot of good concerts coming up this summer, and I'm ready to go see a bunch of them. So, and I got Def Leppard tickets too later in the year. So, fuck you. That's my duck saying, "Fuck you."
Anyway, earlier this week or one day last week, I'm not exactly sure when it happened, but the singer for Disturbed called out some girl in the audience for texting, and she was texting in supposedly in between the end of the set and before the encore or whatever. What are your thoughts on that guy being a dick and calling her out like that?
You know what? Fuck him. You know what?
He got his money. Shut up.
Paid. And you know what? The same shit happened when we went and seen Godsmack. We'd seen 3 other bands before Godsmack, and I was just basically burned out. And at the very end of the Godsmack concert, Dipshit got up there, and he's like going, "What are you people sitting down for?" And he even pointed over to our section, which I was sitting down. He's like, "Well, what are you people saying? You guys paid the money. You need, working. You need to be up here partying." And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I paid my money. If I want to sit, I'm gonna sit.
Because you're boring.
And it was boring. I mean, we had just seen Seether. I want to shoot myself in the head after seeing Seether anyway. I'm so depressed at this point. And then Godsmack comes out. You got a couple of songs that's going to throw me.
I'm out of uppers.
Yeah, I'm done. I've seen 4 bands, and I'm like, I'm 50 years old. 4 bands wears me out. I'm sitting my ass down. And so, you know what? Berating the audience is a stupid move. I mean, it's just stupid. They're getting paid no matter what. And especially to point out one person, that's just dumb.
Well,
But it made headlines, and it got Disturbed in the news. That's the first time Disturbed's been in the headline news for, how many years now?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't under. I mean,
Kind of negates all of the goodwill they got from the Sound of Silence cover.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he just.
Yeah, sound of
thing is-
silence. She was being
Well-
quiet. Text him.
The interesting thing about that though is so they finally get some positive stuff that isn't negative publicity, and he turns and then he turns himself around and ends up being an absolute dick about it. So I'm not sure the part. I don't get it. I mean,
Yeah.
who cares if she's texting? Really? I mean, who cares? Now, the dude with the laser that Paul Stanley got into it with a couple years ago. And have
If
you
you're
seen the video
throwing
of that?
shit or you're
And people are
fighting,
throwing stuff.
or
I mean,
you're
people
doing
are throwing
that-
stuff on
that's-
stage. That's different. I mean, you're trying to blind somebody, or you're trying. But texting.
this girl
Like-
ended up. She said that she had her daughter had just got home and there was a big hailstorm outside, and she was just making sure that she got
It
home.
doesn't matter.
Fuck her.
It
Fuck
doesn't
him.
matter.
I'm done with that shit.
Yeah,
Well, there was a picture of Gene Simmons that popped up earlier in the week of him making a goofy face and acting like he was texting, and he was
Gene doesn't know how to text.
he was calling somebody out in the audience without calling somebody out in the audience.
Oh yeah.
You know,
He's the same one that does his little fruity act now. Instead of being the demon, he does his little dancing little thing. I don't want to hear it from Gene. Yeah, exactly. Pooping his little do up. Fuck him. I don't want to hear that shit.
I am your father.
He is. He looks like Darth Vader, man. It's bad.
Why hasn't somebody done that yet?
They have.
Darth Vader. Oh, have they? I
Yeah.
guess I missed it.
Why do you think the Kiss did the Star Wars stuff?
That's true.
They had the T-shirts. It's all about that. It's all Gene's idea. I'm gonna turn into Darth Vader. He'll be the next Darth Vader.
I'm your father.
All right, I think we're probably ready for the guilty pleasures now.
Are you
huh?
We
ready?
can talk about
Are you
something
ready?
positive. We're just like we should rename this show "Bitching," episode 21.
Oh, this is funny though. I mean, I like that. You know,
We
you
can
gotta
make
do
it
so we're going to talk about
exclusive.
guilty pleasures. We have apparently no rules because that's how we roll. So what we I don't know. Dennis texted earlier and said, "Hey, the episode tonight's about guilty pleasures."
Well,
And
this
we
is
all
one
went,
thing that we
"Oh,
talked
okay."
about. Well, this is one thing we talked about when this show was hadn't even been aired yet. We were talking about different kinds of
This
things. I
show's
said,
still
you
not
know,
aired yet. So,
We haven't even finished recording it.
we haven't even started getting to the point yet.
No,
But,
I'm
hey,
saying, you know what I'm saying. The whole concept of the thing hadn't been out.
Oh, okay. Concept
Brotherly
record.
love.
But the one thing I thought was funny was the fact of is like your guilty pleasures. What do you listen to when you're by yourself, nobody's around? What do you
Ooh.
pop on the radio? Because my wife will call me out on this 100 times. She says, she'd be coming in the garage going, "What the hell are you listening to?" It's my guilty pleasures, and that's why I thought it would be a good episode because we all have those. You can't. And it's one of the things you just can't run from it.
Just listen to the same stuff all the time.
Yeah, right. You listen to Kiss 24/7, right?
No? Yeah. Kiss and that other band.
Yeah. From that guy that
From
played
that
in
guy that plays in that band that we kind of like sometimes.
The guy that used to be a drummer.
Yeah, Foo Fighters. Right.
Oh,
Oh,
dang, it's early, way too
I-
early.
I just said Foo though. That's true. So anyway, go ahead though, Bill.
All right, so I've struggled a little bit because I listen to. It's hard for me to decide what that would be, what guilty pleasure would be, because I listen to everything. So
It's out of your norm. What people know you as, Bill? I mean, somebody who knows you,
Let
not
me,
not your
but I
wife.
listen to so much different stuff, and people know that, so that's
Well,
kind of
then-
odd. So
then you
why don't
really
somebody
have-
else go and let me figure out kind of where
well,
they're.
I
Go
can
ahead.
give you an example
Good,
of,
go.
of a guilty pleasure. I am known at work. Well, most everybody that knows me knows that I'm a
a geek.
pretty hardcore Kiss fan, and that I listen to Metallica, Megadeth, things like that. Well, I work in a public library. Off to the side, there's a shelf for the friends of the library. When we withdraw items, they put the items on the shelf, and someone can come buy it. I saw Barry Manilow's Greatest Hits CD, $2. I'm like, well, $2, I'll take that. So I went and I bought it. And this one girl at the desk was just like, "Are you buying this for somebody?" And I'm like, "No, I'm buying it for me."
You have to do it in her voice, though. That'd be better.
Oh, I couldn't do her voice.
Come on,
She's
come
from
on.
Connecticut, so she has the New England accent, and
You're
I
like,
would just butcher it, and then she would be
"Are you
offended.
buying that for yourself?"
I said New England, not English.
It was still funny. It didn't matter.
It was funny. Anyway, that's what I would consider a guilty pleasure.
Would you like some fish and chips with that?
Something that when your friend looks on your iPod, they're like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I was thinking. So I have some of those. I mean, I do have some of those.
Well, I have a bunch of them, but I have 5 specific ones on my list.
Oh, there you go.
So are you going with songs or bands or both? It doesn't matter.
I'm just going with songs because
There was no rules of this one, so Alan, why don't you just fly on this one? Go with it.
Well, my first
You're
guilty
fine.
pleasure that I will admit to is the song "Physical" by Olivia Newton-John.
Because she's hot.
Oh, because the video plays in your mind. when
That
you're really
video, I watched that on YouTube today. My God, that rates up there with the dumbest video on the planet. It's right there with Van Halen's video for "Pretty Woman." Oh my God, that video is so dumb.
It doesn't matter.
But it's got Olivia Newton-John in it. So.
She's hot. She's
In
hot.
spandex.
In
Yeah.
spandex.
Who cares?
There are some fat people. It doesn't matter. I'm fat too, so.
Fat, dumb, and happy.
There you go.
But that's my first guilty pleasure.
Okay, so
Right.
I will say that my a guilty pleasure that I have is Katy Perry. I like I really do. I like almost all of her stuff.
Oh.
I do have that thing where you got to get a groove on, you got to dance a little bit, and I just like all of her stuff. And I think she's talented, and I think her videos are kind of cool. And I think that, so yeah. But Katy Perry's kind of somebody that
You're
if
my
you
friend.
my phone, you're gonna go, really?
She's nice to look at too.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't hurt. That didn't
But
hurt.
she married a dipshit. I mean, and spent a shit
So,
load of money
Russell-
and didn't stay. Yeah, and didn't stay.
Oh, come on. Let him figure out the guy's name on his own.
Oh, I know the guy's name.
Oh, I bailed him out.
I'm just trying to be
bad.
funny.
That English guy that thinks he's funny.
You know the dude that was on
The dude that was on there.
Rock of
and was on
Ages,
that-
you know,
and he was in that,
and he
Get
kissed
Into
that
the
other
Street.
dude during the REO song.
Anyway.
That's crazy.
All right, keep going. I'm going to look up some other stuff here.
Okay. I didn't really do anything as far as a list or anything, but I have a few genres, and I'll say my wife will attest to this. I am a sucker for AM. They call it AM gold. That's what I'm going to say it is. Things that were done in the 80s. I just love that shit.
Whoa, wait.
I will
AM
listen-
Gold is 70s, dude.
Wait.
Come on, say, did I say
Stop.
80s? Did I say 80s?
You
Yeah.
did.
Okay, I'm sorry, 70s. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
because we don't want to talk about AM gold
No.
being the 80s. 'Cause that makes us freaking old. So,
No, I was thinking of something
wanna
else
talk
whenever I
about
said that. But anyway,
holy
Y'all.
I am just, I mean, absolutely. And the thing that makes me be that way is we had an AM radio up until, hell, I was in high school before we got an FM radio in our car. So all we listened to was basically WTCJ and Tell City, AM radio. And that's the stuff that I grew up with. So a lot of it, not only is it, I think it's good, it's the fact of it just brings back a lot of memories. You know, some things I hear, it's like it instantly puts me to something. And like I said, I just did a real quick thing on my, I've got 13,000 songs on my,
Spotify.
no, not Spotify. I got unlimited songs on there.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
But no, on my iTunes. And I just did one like on Firefall Strange Way, which I love that song.
Yeah.
I saw
And
those
if you
guys
do-
in concert.
And if you do a, one of their Genesis, what they call it, or Genius mix on that deal, you got like Cliff Richard, Devil Woman, Lobo, I Want You to Love Me. You got Chicago, Steely Dan, 10cc, Wings. It's just all that stuff. I mean, Sugarloaf, Green Island. There's just so many songs that I could just go on and go on and go on. And I could sit in the garage all day, do my shit that I got to get done, and listen to this crap all day long. And my wife's like going, "What the fuck are you listening to?"
I pull up a lot of playlists on YouTube that I listen to while I'm at work that are those exact same bands.
Yeah,
exactly. And all you got to do is, I mean, I think it happened. What, probably maybe 10 years ago when Time Warner started their AM Gold. Then they started rehatching these songs.
How about Time Life
or Time? What I say?
Time Warner.
Time Warner, whatever it is. I mean,
hey, I have the intro for this show. I have what we're gonna write down. So
all right,
for the teaser.
Who's the wrong guy? It's the wrong guy.
Woo.
I'm that guy. He said that guy. But there's just so many things in this. I could just go on all day long. And the thing is I find a lot of people my age, like my buddy Rodney and all of us, I'm at Carpenters. I can listen to Carpenters all day long. I don't give a shit if you call me whatever you want to call me. I love the Carpenters. She's an angel. Her voice is angelic. You think Ceylon, God damn it. The Dion chick, you know what I'm talking about.
Celine Dion.
There's Celine Dion. They always talk about how great a singer she is. I put Karen Carpenter up to her, give her a Subway sandwich or something, but she's awesome. I love her. I love the Carpenters. And she drums. She's a drummer. I mean, she's a fantastic drummer.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway, there's my little...
We're going to hell.
Oh, yeah.
Who's driving?
But anyway.
Oh.
No, so anyway, my one thing is basically...
You mentioned 14.
Is AM Gold.
Yeah. Your part of the show is done.
Dude,
no, I got another one, too, though.
Take the mic off. You're done.
Well, I didn't make a list. There was no rules this time. So.
I made my list like 5 minutes before I got off work.
See,
actually, it was like an hour.
I lived my list. There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, but no, like I said, I am big AM Gold. I'm good with that. So
all right, Alan, go, man.
Number 2, which I have hundreds of guilty pleasure songs, but
all right.
Since I'm only going to limit to 5 or so, my number 2 is "Lay Your Hands on Me" by Thompson Twins. Thompson Twins. Yeah, got you there, buddy.
That falls into my second genre.
Well, that's new wave or British pop, whatever genre that falls under.
That would be new wave, probably.
Yeah. That was it's a 3-piece.
I remember the Thompson Twins.
It's a 3-piece
you don't remember
band.
That song? Oh, it's
and
awesome.
The girl shaved her eyebrows because she wanted people to look at her face and not at her chest.
Right.
Which I always thought that was humorous because she didn't have much of a chest anyway.
Yeah,
but that's a whole nother story.
Does she know that that's not going to work for men because we don't look at people's eyebrows anyway?
Right.
Throw your shit back. We don't care.
Or you look at her like she's an alien.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. E.T. phone home.
So do you have more? Because you got like 25 more minutes to go.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Dennis took up. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you done?
For my second pick, yeah.
You're saying,
all
right.
Give us another one while you're messing around.
Air Supply, Sweet Dreams.
I love Air Supply.
Yes.
I love that shit. I mean,
I have the greatest hits on my phone.
Aw, you can catch me. You can catch that shit on. You can catch me listening to that shit all the time. Love it.
Okay. So,
I think we just alienated Bill.
No. I've seen Air Supply twice. So
that's 2 more times than I've seen him.
You beat me by 2. So.
No, we went to see him back in the 80s at Mesker, and on the 4th of July, and then I don't remember what year it was. 83.
Who was with them? Do you remember?
No, I don't have a clue.
What did you say, Dennis?
I said who was with them.
Yeah, I don't have a clue. And then we saw him about 2-3 years ago at Ball State. We went up there to see him. Surprisingly, cool. So we had front row or second row seats. It was neat.
Imagine that.
They sounded great.
It's the same 2 guys, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. All right, so for me, one of mine is, and I talked about this a little bit before, a guy named Gary Morris. He's a country singer. When I was really kind of into the country stuff in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, I guess, after grunge killed metal or whatever happened. I've dug out, so I have LPs. I had some of his LPs out. I'm singing at the top of my lungs in the living room. And I remember every word of it. And I just really liked it. I still like it. I still have some of the stuff on my iPhone. And yeah, I guess those are the guilty pleasures. And I don't.
And your family hates you for it, right?
No, they don't. No, Lisa doesn't. I don't know.
I mean, the singing portion of it. That's what I was saying.
But I think that it is weird because I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm sure it's the same way with you guys. Somebody picks up my phone and says, "Hey, let me see what's in your iTunes account," and I'm like, "You can look, but you're going to go, what the hell is wrong with you?" Because there's all kinds of stuff in there. So that's one for me. He's somebody that I really like. His voice is incredible, and I think that makes a big difference to me. So that's it. That's one of them for me.
I have a couple of country guilty pleasures I can throw in there.
Yeah, I mean, you should.
I have
I think there's some really good country stuff.
Zero country pleasures. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. I mean,
Dolly Parton, and just because I like to see her boobs, but other than that, even now, I would. I'm just curious.
I'd say a really good country
morbid curiosity
guilty
there. What'd you say, Bill?
A really good country guilty pleasure. I mean, there's one. I almost said Alison Krauss. That's not it. I was so
You know what you think about her?
I did. Man, Leanne Rimes has an album out called Twisted Angel. It's really a good album, and it's kind of more of a pop kind of thing. But it's really good. Every song on that album is really good. It came out right after the Coyote Ugly soundtrack that she did the music for that as well. I think it's really good stuff. I've listened to that quite a bit. I still listen to that occasionally too.
And she's definitely a country artist, right?
She's bluegrass now. She started out as country. No.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Leanne.
Not get that.
So confused. You guys are killing me.
You guys are.
All right, keep going. Let's go.
Make another hee-haw reference, buddy.
Hee-haw.
Bother me any.
So I guess hee-haw could be a guilty pleasure.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could
be. All right.
All right, Dennis, what do you got?
All right.
One.
My other one is basically, like I said, I didn't know how to do this, so I didn't pick songs but genres. I am another stickler for the 80s. You know, here we got some, here's one of them. Missing Persons. You know, The Fix, Psychedelic Furs, B-52s. I got into that. I was one of those people that didn't, the stuff that was coming on to MTV when we were still, wanting to, we watched the hair metal on the weekends, the Bangers Ball and all that bullshit. I liked the NXS. The thing was, I liked the bands. I didn't like the Michael Jacksons, the Janet Jacksons, the single person, performers or artists that they were promoting on MTV. But I like, Human League. I like the Police, Eurythmics. The bands I enjoyed. And I still, to this day, will listen to a lot of those songs. Bill's got a fly on his ceiling.
I do?
Oh, you were looking up like you're...
Oh, no, I'm looking at my monitor. I'm trying to type in a song here because I'm trying to figure out...
He's multiple. But, even getting down to the funny shit like, Wang Chung and stuff, and Madness and stuff, I like those songs. I will sit in the garage and once again, I usually will set up this one's based on Red Skies by The Fix. 100 songs to come after that. And, I can turn this shit on and listen to it all day long, not make a skip all day. I mean, just loving it.
But, I think that's what's cool about, Amazon or Spotify or iTunes or any of those. Right. You can put a song in, or iHeartRadio, because I do that, and Pandora. I do it with iHeartRadio all the time, every day at work. I find a band, I'm like, play that band, and then it'll play people that are like that. And that's cool because you hear stuff that you don't normally hear or find stuff that you wouldn't listen to.
And then stuff that you wouldn't even actually put it in that same category. You're like, oh, holy shit. Yeah, I forgot about this song.
That kind of stuff. Does fit there. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I like that. So, and that's one of my other, like I said, between the, like I said, I like the 70s type stuff and even through the 80s. Even though I was a rocker and I'm always, I'm a rocker to the core, I still gave this stuff a chance, and I do like that stuff.
You probably would have gotten along with Cliff Burton really well.
Oh, was he the same way?
Yeah, he made those guys listen to Linda Ronstadt and that one lady that plays the piano, Carole King.
Oh, Carole, I love Carole.
Stuff like that,
Tapestry
and
album.
He would have them listen to classical music.
If you didn't have Tapestry as an album, I mean, that's a great album. I've got it somewhere here, but I mean, Carole King, that's a great album. I mean, they're singer-songwriters. I mean, that's the whole point. I mean,
I had to channel Dennis there for a minute.
You did.
I did.
You channel me, and I actually
that lady that plays the piano.
with the long hair and everything.
Yeah.
Their album. Yeah.
She's a really good songwriter too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Carole King. She's and she still sounds good.
Yeah.
I just seen her recently on TV doing something, and I mean, it's like, good Lord, you sound great. All right.
What else?
I'm
Who's
done,
next?
basically.
Well, I will throw out a couple of country guilty pleasures.
Sure, go for it.
Swinging by John Anderson.
Man, I was drinking, and I should have spit on that one. But what? You like to dance on that?
When I was, I was like 9 or 10 when that came out, and I grew up in small town Kentucky, and we could not get enough of that song.
Okay, but you're 40-something now. Did you not get enough?
Actually, I have not listened to that song. I couldn't tell you the last time I listened to it.
That's probably not a bad.
But I did today. I did look it up on YouTube, and I copied the link because there's somebody I went to school with that she keeps posting earworms on my Facebook wall. So I thought of that song this morning when I was thinking about guilty pleasures. I thought of it. I pulled the link up and pasted it on her wall. Did
you listen to it?
She said, "You win." No, I didn't listen to it.
Well, you listen to it, and you call me tomorrow. Tell me again how great this song is.
But my other real country guilty pleasures are "Wildfire" by Michael Martin Murphey and "Rhinestone Cowboy" by Glenn Campbell. Those were really popular songs when I was 5 or 6 years old.
Yep.
And I think I probably about drove my mom insane singing.
I actually have the 45 I have the 45 of the Rhinestone Cowboy. I actually was at my mom and dad's over Easter, and Mom gave me the rest of our records. It's about a stack about this tall, and then they're downstairs there on the stair. I haven't brought them up yet. There's 3 Eddie Rabbits. There's I think there's a couple Dolly Partons in there. There's there's a bunch of shit in there.
There's just things going through my head.
What? Oh, come on, spell it out.
Put the 2 of them in that box, there'd be a lot more rabbits.
Yeah, no shit. But no, when I was a kid, we had a stereo out in the garage when I used to sit out there and work on the first car that I had, and we had Waylon and Willie. We had
heck yeah, buddy.
I think there was a Charlie Pride. There was a Mel Tillis. That was the only shit we had to listen to out there at that point. So yeah,
Stop it.
I'm a stutterer, so I don't make fun of that. And he faked it. That wasn't really true.
Oh, it wasn't. Yeah, because you could tell.
He faked it, bitch. You can be a stutter like me. It sucks. But anyway, so the thing was, I just don't. I can take country. I like old country. I don't like this new bullshit. All this new, tight pants.
I've heard it called bro country and tractor rap.
Don't like that crap.
I don't care for that either. I just don't.
Waylon Willie and Johnny Cash and your old shit like that. I can stand it. I'm not gonna throw up, but it's something that I will not pull. I don't pull it up in the garage when I'm out there tinkering around now. So I'd rather listen to a little bit of Berlin.
Oh, yeah.
or Psychedelic Furs or some shit like that. Peter Schilling. Anyway,
we used to do that at Major Tom acoustic.
I love that song.
That is a fun. That's a fun song.
It's a great song. Anyway, so I'm done.
All right.
That's all my guilty pleasures. You've heard them all. I've laid them out.
We skipped around. How did we get back to you?
He just jumped in.
He just jumped. It's like
I didn't think you said anything, Bill.
I didn't say a word. We just kind of okay.
No, I say I'm done. So you can take the rest of the show up. I don't care.
Okay. Can you guys hear a buzz? Do you hear a buzz?
No.
Must
I
be
got
your
the speaker
phone.
that's buzzing, I think. All right. So a guilty pleasure I have is I like some Christian music. So it could be a lot of different. But Toby Mac is a Christian guy. He was in a band called DC Talk years ago. They broke up and went to the 3 of them. You hear that buzz now?
No, but I hear echo.
There you go.
I'm hearing echo now.
I was hearing an echo. What was that?
It's a speaker I have. It needs some help. It's my subwoofer for my computer.
Oh.
Anyway, he just does a lot of. It's more pop type stuff, but I like it. It's got a good message, and I listen to it quite a bit actually. Just good stuff. Just
But if it's Christian, it shouldn't be. But if it's Christian rock, you shouldn't be guilty. It's not a guilty pleasure. It's a
no. But I mean, if you think
pleasure.
about all the other stuff I talk about and we listen, right. I mean, then that's the guilty pleasure part.
No, you know what? I
don't feel guilty about listening to Christian rock.
That's what I was getting to. You heathen.
Yeah. Trust me, there's a lot of other reasons to be called a heathen. That's not one of them. That's one for me. And then another one for me is Los Lonely Boys. Do you remember them?
Yes, I do.
They had a song called Heaven Out. It's kind of got a kind of a Tex or Mexican Tex-Mex kind of feel vibe to it. And I actually have downloaded 4 of their other albums.
Really?
On Amazon, and they're really, really good. I'll be sitting in my office, somebody come by and stick their head in there and go, "What are you doing?" I just might want to watch. I might be getting some cowboy boots on here pretty soon.
We're going to Taco Bell for lunch. Yep, that's where we're going.
It's music that I like. I just listen to, I think that's the thing that about music that's good for all of us. We've all obviously tonight kind of discovered that we all listen to something that's different. We don't listen to the same stuff. We all don't listen to Kiss all the time. We all don't listen to the Foo all the time. We don't listen to, whatever all the time. It's just a variety of stuff. And it's, I
mean, right now I have 13,049 songs, 36.6 days of music on my iTunes. So there's not that many Kiss songs. You know what I'm saying?
31.2 gigs. So.
But I mean, it goes from, you just go along. Just kind of, it starts out with ABBA, AC/DC, Adele. I'm just looking through here: Al Stewart, Alec Parsons, Alice Cooper, Alter Bridge, Amos Lee, The Answer, Anthrax, The Association, Avril Lavigne, the Beef. You know what I'm saying? BJ Thomas. It just goes from. It just goes from one spectrum to the other.
Okay, so do you have more, Alan?
I have 2 more songs that I was going to bring up.
Go for it.
Walk This Way, the Run DMC recording. What I liked about that was Aerosmith was kind of in the gutter, and Run DMC kind of helped get Aerosmith back in the limelight, and at the same time, the Aerosmith and the Run DMC together kind of blended some of that together and did a little bit to change the music scene in the mid '80s, I guess. But I always liked that recording, the way they did it together.
We should blame them for Vanilla Ice.
Blame them for Vanilla Ice and Eminem.
The Amish are going, damn it.
I don't mind. There's some Eminem stuff I like too. Yeah. I don't mind Eminem.
But the final, this is probably my number 1 guilty pleasure song, is Church of the Poison Mind from Culture Club.
I like Culture Club. There's nothing wrong with them. It reminds me a lot of shit of high school. You
used to dress like Boy George?
No, I was never one of those. Trust me.
Sorry.
Trust me. But no, yeah, I know when we had our class reunion, that they wanted to hear, Karma Chameleon. They wanted to, they always. That and a Dexys Midnight Runners for one.
I love that song.
And I
Come on, Eileen. That was one of my guilty pleasures.
I fucking hate that song.
The Safety Dance.
They're like going. I had to send out a questionnaire, and that song came up more than any song ever. I'm like going, "Are you got to be shitting? Come on, Eileen." Really.
I like that song. That's
poor Eileen. I just hated that song.
Ooh, right in the gutter with that one. No, but that's, like you said, people look at your iPod and they're like, what is this?
Yeah.
I've got 2. I have 7 Culture Club songs off of 2 Culture Club albums. And consistently, that's the one that everybody's like, why do you have that crap on there? Because I like that crap. If you don't like it, stop looking at my iPod.
Yeah, I don't. When people come and say, "Hey, I want to look at what's on your iPod," I'm kind of like, I don't, just ask me, I'll tell you. I don't want you looking around on there.
Don't be looking underneath my bed and shit like that.
Looking under the pillows and don't be looking under there.
Yeah, I don't want to be looking at that.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys.
Don't look between the mattress and the box springs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, what's your question?
Okay, so the question is, what is the song that you sing in the car the loudest that you would not want anybody else to know?
I've got one that I got caught.
I got it.
I got caught singing this by one of my coworkers on Green River Road up here. "Do You Want to Touch" by Joan Jett. The windows were down, the radio was cranked, and I was singing at the top of my lungs.
Was you doing this too?
And I looked over, and she was over there, and her face was red because she was laughing so hard. But that's the one that, of course, I really like that song, so I don't care if anybody hears me sing it or not. I can't think of one that I wouldn't want anybody to know I sing or that I like.
He's that good of a singer. That's what he's saying.
Damn.
I tell you one that I like. One song when I was talking about the 80s or not 80s, the 70s type songs. There's two songs that pop up in my head.
Madonna.
No. One is Elvin. No, Elvin Bishop fooled around and fell in love. I love that.
You know who is actually singing on that song?
That's the guy from Starship.
Yeah.
So I mean that's why he ends his when he was down at the boat. He was down there. He ends his show with that song. I take that back. It was Built That City, but that was his second to the last. But the other one is that Lonely Boy. Andrew Gold.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Now here's my other thing about the 70s AM stuff. It's shit that I want to redo. Because there's two songs that I would like to actually there's three songs that I would like to redo and make them just kick-ass rock songs. Lonely Boy is one of them, and the fact of if you ever the lead on the original is actually a really good guitar lead. Thunder Island by Jay Ferguson.
Dude,
that song remake would be you on that one, Al?
Alan, Dennis, and Amy.
Okay, you on that one?
I bet you could get Amy on board.
Oh, I love that one. I mean that thing, and the other one is Lido Shuffle by Boss Skaggs.
I'm in.
Those three songs could be, redone and just busted balls out, just boom, boom, boom. They would be kick-ass rock songs. And there's a lot of those songs that are 70s kind of vibe that could be turned around. I can't believe that people haven't jumped on that more, than has been already.
That's because they're not as smart as us, man.
That's right. God damn it, listen to shit. But anyway, those three songs I think could be redone and just be just ass kicking. So, okay, I'm done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm done.
All right.
So there's going to be some collaboration going on here sometime soon. You and Amy have to record some music.
Yeah.
You guys collaborate, I'll listen.
Yeah, you can play cowbell or triangle or whatever. Sing, backup sing. You can do that.
I might be able to. Okay, fine.
There you go. You can do that.
Great. Now Bill's unwormed his way. No.
Nah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Triangle, buddy.
But no, and just
You
kind
didn't
of
ask me what I didn't get to tell you what mine was.
What?
I Touched Myself by the Divinyls.
There you go.
I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Man.
He touches himself by Bill.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just joking. That is kind of a cool song though.
That is a cool
Well, when my band had a female lead singer, that was one that we did.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
I have called Strip
Joints.
Joints.
Bring that one up. So, actually, we're learning a bunch of new tunes this weekend, a bunch of stuff, but we'll see what flies, and I'll tell you what the new ones are later on.
No, the song that I really do sing if it comes on. Actually, Noah and I were singing earlier is "Walking in Memphis."
Oh, that's a good song.
That song is like right in my range, and it's just on. And people drive by, they're like, "Man, he's getting it on that."
Well, you mentioned the Divinyls. It makes me think of a song that I wouldn't want anybody to hear me singing. "I Am Woman" by Helen Reddy.
Yeah, there you go.
And see, if you listen to the remember the Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, they actually do that.
Yeah,
and it's a good version of it.
Anyway,
I'm only singing one song right now in our band. And did you see me do that with
I
that?
saw you do that one.
Alice Cooper, I do School's Out. That's the only song that I'm singing right now. There's another one I'm thinking about trying to do, but I'll wait till it comes apart. Make sure we can do it before we can go. Anyway.
All right, is that it?
So I think that does it. So
cool.
hopefully you found some of our guilty pleasures. Leave us a note. Let us know what you listen to that you wouldn't want anybody else to know that you listen to.
Exactly.
Kind of cool.
Yep.
Until next time, we will see you later. So,
visit us on agesofrock.com. Click on all those social media things and leave us a comment somewhere. Love you. Bye.
Later.
Thanks for listening to the Ages of Rock podcast. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and most importantly, tell all your friends. Remember, you're never too old to rock. Until the next episode, peace out, folks.